What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. It's NBA Talk with Jay. Obviously your host, Jay Money. We got our guy Skee Profit here with us from Wager Talk. What's up with you, Skee? My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yesterday wasn't so nice to me in the NBA, but I'm still, chugging right along. I think I'm up a little bit over 20 units so far on the season. And I know if you go back like 389 days, up a little bit over like 112 units. So we getting there. Just got to pick it back up today.
Yeah, let's get straight to it, guys. It's 3 games today, 3 opportunities to get some cash here, Skee. What you say, man? Let's go ahead and get straight to it here, my guys. First game up, we're going to the streets of Detroit here. We got the Pistons getting 5 points, Skee. A ton of guys on the injury report. See Bagley, Bogdanovich, Ivy, Isaiah Stewart as well. All these guys on the injury report. You got the Knicks here. Only quickly, basically their main player on the injury report, which could be a huge loss if he's not out there. They play the Bucks tomorrow, Skee. Do you think this matters?
Um, yes, I think a lot of things about this game. And for one, I'm gonna just say this right now because I'm the $2 handicapper, so I can't give out that play on the show just because everybody's getting it. But I am gonna talk extensively about this game right here, and probably talk about player props for the rest. So for this game, I feel like the Knicks should not be laying points versus anybody really. That's
Simple.
how I feel. So, and they play again tomorrow too. So, what is there really to like here? Now, I mean, they're 1-4, I think, straight up and against the spread their last 5 games. And then on the flip side, Detroit has covered 4 of their last 5. Now you got to be careful with the lineup. Bogdanovich, right? Ivy. So they could and Bagley. They could potentially be without 3 of their top 4 scorers in this game, and that's the only thing that makes me nervous here. If you tell me, you got Ivy or Bogdanovich or maybe even 2 out of 3 with Bagley down there to play a little bit of defense, I would feel more comfortable with the Detroit side. Last 5 game stats, they've been the better offensive, defensive rated, and rebounding team. Going back all the way to last season, this has been Detroit's role 24, 10, and 3 as a home dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to take them. It's just I need to know that somebody out there can score the ball because I'm not just gonna put my money on Killian Hayes and you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I'm not playing a guessing game. So if you get some guys wrote in, I will look towards Detroit. But I like the total too. You got Detroit playing bottom 5 in pace the last 5 games. New York kind of middle of the pack right there. Both teams bottom 10 defending the 3, and top half of the league. My bad. They're both bottom 10 shooting the 3 and top half of the league defending it. And then just looking at the situation, I think it was New York who shot pretty crazy in their last game. So teams who shot over 50% in their previous game, and then they're now playing on the front end of a back-to-back. So far this season, they are 22-4 to the under. That is like 80 something percent right there. And if you also factor in that the other team is struggling to score, like if the other team has failed to reach 110 points in the previous 2 games, you have 23-7 to the under going back to last season. And if both teams are equally rested, it's 7-0 to the under. So I just see a slower paced game. You could be missing a lot of offense for Detroit. New York probably save some of that energy and minutes for the next game. And I think you get a Detroit casher and you get an under. And also, real quick, New York has played the front end of a back-to-back 3 times. All 3 of them stayed under. So I like the under 226.5 as my best bet. If those guys get rolled in, I'll take Detroit. And the only thing I could think about for props, he did kind of pick it up 2 of the last 3 games, but RJ Barrett, he was stinking it up for a while. His point prop was 20.5. So I'll probably fade him if I think it's under.
RJ Barrett's been playing trash, man. I'm surprised they gave him the big extension. They basically chose him over trying to go all in on Donovan Mitchell. So I'm not saying it's the wrong decision, but
no, that's the wrong decision.
Let's just say I wouldn't have given RJ Barrett all that money, like my guys. Let's just put it that way. And Skee, what do we always say? Maybe he's not in the gym as much. He got paid all that money. Maybe you going shopping and going to go get all this other stuff and being in the gym less. So it's the unfortunate about today's NBA. The players get paid and then they stop working out. Obviously, I mean, that's the motivation. That's why the Pistons, that segues me. I lean the Pistons here, guys. There's a bunch of guys that don't get paid a lot of money, right? So what you have there, Skee, these guys are gonna have peak motivation, right? They're playing for those big contracts. So well, Bagley, he get paid pretty nice, but Bogdanovich as well. But they were missing their guys last game, Skee. It didn't matter. I know they didn't cover the full game spread. I was on Cavs early in that one. They came out there and smacked them. I'm talking about they were at the rest disadvantage, all that good stuff, Skee. Their Pistons are showing me something. I'm not betting against them right now. It's pretty simple. If I'm betting this game, and the Knicks defense is ass right now. So, but I agree, though. They're correlated. This should be Pistons and under, or if it goes over, that's bad for the Pistons, and that's good for the Knicks. So, in my opinion, if you like the Pistons, you like the under. If you like the under, you like the Pistons. So, I'm leaning Pistons here. I had made a single play on today's NBA card, but if I had one top play, it probably would be the Pistons. I think the Pistons are a buy team right now. I think the Knicks are a fade. You get a look ahead to the Bucks tomorrow. Which game you want to show up for more? You want to show up for the Pistons? You want to show up versus the Bucks? So tough game. I could definitely understand that lean to the under there, Skee.
One more, a couple stats that I forgot to mention. Okay. New York, 7 of the last 8 road games went under, averaging around 218 points. And for Detroit, 4 of the last 5 home games went under, averaging about 212.5.
I like it. I like it. Could not talk you off there, and I like the stat as well that you broke down on the first end of those back-to-back so far as season 3-0 to the under. So really good point there. Definitely lean to the under there. A good look there, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Dallas, guys. We got the Mavs here getting a point and a half versus the Golden State Warriors here. Skee, is this the play that you is this the $2 Tuesday play the game that you're on, or is it the late one?
Yeah, it's this game.
Oh yeah, it's up to you, bro. I mean, hey,
I want to talk about it.
Go ahead, let's talk about it.
For one, I'm gonna just say, I know what you think already because I don't see something in the background. So either
I don't care about this. The Mavs, bro, these motherfuckers, they won 13-1 against the spread last 15.
Terrible,
absolutely horrible. Now they're gonna show up at some point. Skee, we don't know when it's gonna be. I don't want to bet that it's gonna be today. 3rd straight national TV game. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised though. They've lost the past 2 national TV games. Let's just put it that way, Skee. But what you like in this game? Any looks on the total or whatever you like in this game?
Well, I'm gonna pivot towards some props here, just because I have to in this scenario. But it's some good ones. I think you could get paid with, for one that's in my pocket. And I know I was on Wager Talk today, and I said I didn't like the props, but as soon as I got off, it just came to my mind 2 props that I like. I got to take them, man. It's Reggie Bullock over 2.5 rebounds. Just got to get 3, bro. He's got that 5 of the last 6 games. It's hitting 66.7% on the season. And Golden State is not a great rebounding team. To this position, I think they're 22nd or 27th, the rebounding numbers versus this position. So I like Reggie Bullock up and over. And I was thinking about Luka just because he's been killing these boys every time he played them. And I know he was killing them in the regular season too, because they was whooping their ass. But I just feel like 49.5. I feel a little bit nervous about that. I think I would probably pivot to his threes.
Mm-hmm. What's over 2.5 at?
2.5. I think it was like minus. Let me just. I seen it this morning.
That shit juiced. You know it's juiced. That's why I don't play props. They're gonna try to juice it plus to minus 140 or higher, minus 150 or some shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I got Dallas right here. Luka 2.5 is minus 129.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not too bad.
It's hit 6 of the last 7 games versus Golden State. You know he's putting up 30 pieces. So if you like Dallas in some capacity tonight, you gotta like Luka. So those are the 2 ways I think I would play in the prop market.
No, I like it. It's just the way I'm looking at this game. Like I said, I don't have a play, so you can take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Mavs have been playing absolutely lackluster. One thing I can't tell you, so just in general, when everybody hops on one side or it looks super easy to take one side and it's a national TV game, me personally, I always go the other way. I would lean Mavs here. Everybody's on the Warriors. Obviously, the Mavs have been trash here. I mean, it's hard for me even to take the Mavs here, but the only way I look at these games, guys, when you lose to a team in the playoff scenario, get kicked out the team. Get kicked out by a team in the playoffs, you're literally thinking about that all season. And guess what? When the schedule comes out, you circle that game on your calendar as well. So I don't bet against circle spots here. So what I'm saying is Mavs got put out the Western Conference Finals by the Warriors. I could only look towards Mavs here. They've been playing like ass, but guess what? I wouldn't be surprised if they play one of their best games of the season. They will have peak motivation in this game. They will have all the motivation in the world to go out here and get the win. And what better team to do it against than the team that put you out of the playoffs? So heavily lean to the Mavs plus the 1.5. It's the only way I'm looking here. I'm not looking towards the Warriors side here. I know that they're playing a lot better here, but Mavs, only way I could look in this game. And I probably would lean to the under as well. If the Mavs win this one, you got to get back to playing defense and guard the 3-point line. If they're not doing it, the Warriors will splash all over them. This game probably goes over, and the Warriors probably win in blowout, just like they did the Timberwolves last game. But what you got? You got something else on this one, Skee?
Question for you. I mean, I think it's pretty much to what you just said right there about, playoff, but you see Dallas, like you said, Dallas they're 1-13 against the spread, and you have this number at -1.5. I know we saw it again. I mean, we saw it a couple of days ago with the Timberwolves, but you think this is a different scenario, right?
I think it's a different scenario. I mean, it's like the Timberwolves tomorrow. Not to get too much, but they've been looking terrible. And they have playoff revenge versus the Grizzlies and same season revenge tomorrow. And the numbers on the Grizzlies, all that. I don't care. It's Timberwolves or nothing for me. So it's just the way that I look at my games, and it's real simple. It's either one side or I'm staying off the game, Skee. But yeah, I definitely think this is a different scenario. The Mavs do have they definitely have the perimeter defenders to stop Golden State. Obviously, you can't bang with them down low, but hell, the Timberwolves had Cat and Gobert, and it didn't freaking matter. It's all about guard the 3-point line here. They just let Grayson Allen start off that Bucks game going 6 for 6 from 3 or something like that. The Mavs got to play better perimeter defense as well, Skee. So I want to take Mavs here, but would I be surprised? Would I be surprised if they lost? I wouldn't, but let's just put it this way. I guess I would be surprised if they lost this game. I'd be a tad bit surprised, to be honest with you. So Mavs, that's the only way I could look here. That's the only way I could look, Skee. Let's get to the next game, man. I might take them personally.
Hey, you might get there today. I see it.
Let's go. Let's go over here to the streets of. But everybody on the Warriors, man. I love these are some of my spots, man. But let's go over to the streets of Portland here, man. Last game up, we got the Blazers laying 3.5 at the house versus the Clippers. I don't care, man. I don't like this spot for the Blazers here, Skee. They come off a 4-game East Coast road trip. Now you come back to the house for one game. Now, regardless, they could be out on the start of the 4-game homestand. This is a fade spot for them. Then now they not only do they come back home off the road trip, they head back out on the road tomorrow, bro, for LA. I don't want to bet the Blazers here. So it is Clippers or nothing for me. They're missing a ton of guys. And Skee, what do you think about this? When you're resting John Wall the first game of the back-to-back, that kind of tells me that you're taking the second game more serious here. I'd be leaning towards the under here. This line opened up at 217 all the way down to 211 here. A 6-point move to the under here, Skee. Do you see an ugly type of game here?
I could understand that. I mean, I talked about how teams who have a game the next day have been going under this year. Both of these teams have a game the next day. In that scenario, I think so far this season, it's a little bit above 60% to the under. And the Clippers are 16-5 to the under as far as my numbers show. So I can understand why this total is moving down. Portland's been playing really slow. I don't like taking the ass into the line. You missing 6 points. At this point, you got to either go the other way or
stay off.
Yeah.
Stay off.
So as far as the side, I think it's still something you could do here. I really want to try to take the Clippers, bro, honestly, just because I feel like they've been playing a little bit better. They've won 10 of their last 15 games. Portland 1-5 straight up their last 6. So last 5 games numbers, obviously going to all favor the Clippers. So you're catching points. I got to think to take them. For a player prop, I do like Simons. I like his rebounds. It's 2.5. He's hit it 7 of the last 10 games. Similar, like I forgot which one was which, but I think the Clippers are either 22nd or 27th ranked to this position as far as rebounds allowed. And he's hit this also 66.7% this year. So I got to ride with it up and over to 2.5 rebounds for Simons.
Man, them some good looks there, Skeeter. I feel like no one's looking at those props there. The Reggie Bullock and the Simons is low as well, so you can definitely get there. Man, I might have to ride with you on those, man. I feel like those are some rebound props that really no one's looking at. Obviously, people are going to look at the centers, and you're looking at 2 guards there, my guy. So couldn't talk you off there as well. Surprise you? What? I just want to ask you a question, Skee. I know last year you was on them Zubac rebounds heavy. My guy just went off for 29 freaking rebounds, bro. What do you think? Is Zubac rebounds a thing again? And what do they have him at? He's basically the only center on the team. Them shit's probably like at 15,
Well, Portland hasn't been that terrible rebounding so far this year, but I do look towards Zubac when he plays some of these teams like Spurs, OKC. I forget which team he just did it against, but his rebound prop for tonight, I see it at 10.5. It's minus 136 on the site that I'm looking at, and I just think
the Pacers, that's what they played.
Yeah, Pacers can give it up. Portland going up against Nurkic, I think Nurkic can maybe hold his own here. So
I'm just saying, but like for his team, no, Zubac's gonna be grabbing all the rebounds for his team. You see what I'm saying? What is his prop at? I just want to know.
That was Ibaka Chamberlain the other day. It's 10.5 rebounds right now.
Oh, that ain't too bad. I thought they might bump it up substantially after that, but because I know when Paul George and Kawhi in there, they steal a lot of his rebounds. But when it's just Zubac, he should get over that. He should get over that rebound. I'm sorry. And the only thing, what I'm saying about the Blazers here, when you come back home off a 4-game East Coast road trip and you're a West Coast team, it's a total environmental shift. And then you head back out on the road. You got to take care of your fam. You see what I'm saying?
They could have went home too for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, I don't think they did. Because they wouldn't have beat the Knicks the next day. Yeah, they coming off of overtime. One of those last game was an overtime game as well. They ran out of gas versus the Nets. So I'm not laying the points with the Blazers here. I don't want to take the points with the Clippers here, but I must say, when I'm looking at this game last night, I was leaning towards the Clippers. I think it's more of a bet against spot for the Blazers. Obviously, Clippers, they've still been on this Western Coast the whole time here. So I think the Clippers have the advantage there. I think they have the better defense right now. Blazers can play some defense as well. That's why I like the under. But I think the Clippers can switch a little bit better. And maybe Robert Covington gets off the bench here. Maybe he can start back getting some playing time versus one of his old teams here. But that's the show, man. That's the show today, my guys. Let's get to some free picks here, Skee. Real quick, man. Let's talk about some shirts. My guys, talk about shirts. Still got $10 off shirts. Use promo code WIN10, man. Jay and Shark, $15. Those shirts only $15. Got Smack City shirts, Us Against the Bookies, and Let's Get Some Cash. Skee, what you liking on tonight's card? Let the people know what you got going over at Wager Talk, my guy.
Yeah, you can, like you said, you can find all my work over there at Wager Talk. Basketball in general, I do EuroLeague and a little bit of college basketball here and there. I have 128 wins, 90 losses. About 58.7%, and that's the last 31 days, up a little bit over 40 units in that span. So I'm seeing it well right now. I've told you NBA up over 20 units, last 389 days, up about 112. So if you want to find my work at wagertalk.com. And for today, the ones that I will share, I gave you one right off the back with the Knicks under. It's also, if you missed it or you want to go back and read, it is a free play and a client play. Posted on my Wager Talk page. You can go back and read about it or review the show. And those two player props, Simons and Bullock, both rebounds over 2.5, get paid.
I like him, man. My guy Skee is the $2 handicapper over at Wager Talk today, guys. So if you'd like to get his best bet, 5% best bet on the slate tonight, you can get it for only $2, my guys. Go check him out over at Wager Talk. For me, I don't really have anything tonight, guys. You guys know me. I keep it real with you. If I bet something, I'll give it to you. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't make a single wager on any NBA games today. I did a podcast last night, talked about the Blazers Clippers under. It was at 217. It's all the way down to 211. So that was going to be my play today. Can't give it out when it's moved 6 points with lean Clippers, but even more lean to the under that game. I lean Mavs, man. I know the whole world's unaware. I still lean Mavs here, man. I know it's an ugly game. I hadn't bet it, but I got the blue on, man. I don't know. I like the Mavs, and I lean Pistons as well. So if I had two plays today, it would be Pistons plus the 5 and the Mavs on the money line, and they'll lean the under. I think we get all 3 unders today, guys. I could see 3 unders today. And I could see 3 dogs covering as well, man. But what do I know, right? But it's NBA Talk with Jay. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, man. It's Us Against the Bookies, guys. I always say, bet whatever you absolutely love. You're not competing with us. You're competing with whoever you're laying that money down with and trying to go back the next day and double up. You see what I'm saying on the boys? No, man, I dropped off on 110. I need that 210, man. Give me all my money, man. Don't be trying to keep some. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get some cash. We will win, my guys. We're back tomorrow. We out.